Sometimes what happens with our phones is they'll use a variable frame rate. Even if you set it to a certain frame rate, it might not keep it at 30 frames a second or 60 frames a second. Or I'm using the Pixel 7, so it has 24 frames a second in cinematic mode, which I like to vlog with. But it can just be slightly off, like 23.8 frames a second, and now I'm 20 minutes into a video edit and the audio is not in sync. So I'm going to show you a quick way to fix that in DaVinci Resolve. There's a few different things that you can do to kind of help this happen less in the future. One of the first things you can do is go into your phone settings, into the camera settings, into the advanced settings. Make sure that you're not on a variable frame rate. Also turn off the efficient video saving format. When you use the H.265 instead of the H.264, it saves space, but it also lets go of some information and stuff, and sometimes that can be part of what will not be as compatible with your editors. My editor still works with it, but that could be something that could help you. And now I'm just going to show you a quick fix in DaVinci Resolve. Before even bringing it into the editing software, you can take your clips into a program called Handbrake, and then you can re-encode the whole thing before you get into a problem like this. Now I'm 22 minutes into an edit and I don't want to re-encode the whole video. So how can I fix this? First, let's see what it looks like so you can see. And now I'm trying to sell them for $20 or $25. Okay, so the audio's not in sync. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a place where I say something that I can catch, like catch. In this case, it's dollars. So I find the frame where I say dollars, see? $20 or $25. So not the audio, but I find in the video. So I look for it where my mouth is moving, and I find right there, $5. So right there where I start dollars, I split it. And now I unlink the clip and I click on the audio, and then I hit Alt and the left, the left, right, up, down buttons on your keyboard. So I just hit Alt and to the right, and I find, you see right here, that's where the audio starts saying dollars. So boom, and I start moving it all the way to line it up. And now it's lined up. Now look at what happens to the clip. And now I'm trying to sell them for $20 or $25. So using that method, I fixed it, and now the audio is going to stay in line, maybe 20 minutes down the line or whenever it starts unlining again. So I can just kind of do the same thing. I can cut the clip at the beginning from where it starts not being in sync, fix it like that, and that will get you through the edit. To avoid this all in the first place, you can either use Handbrake, it's a program, and convert your video. It'll encode it into the proper frames per second, or you can use this method to fix it, but the best is to just have a steady frame rate. Sometimes with cell phones, they do this, and this is why using DSLRs can be better, but that's been a nightmare for you. Hopefully that helps fix it. I'm going to show you one more thing. When you're starting your project, okay, so we create a project. Here are your settings. You can do this before it all starts. So you can make this 24 because I want to work with 24 frames a second. I save it. And now these files that I'm bringing in from my phone, they're a little bit different. They're supposed to be 24 frames a second, but when I click on it and I look at the details, you see 23.95. So now when I take this and I put it into DaVinci, it asks if I want to change the frame rate, and I can say no, don't change. And that way, it keeps the frame rate at 24 frames a second. That can help you too. No need to subscribe if you just want a little bit of help. But if you're interested, check out my daily vlog and my other channel pages. I got all sorts of channels. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope that helped you.